July had a lot to offer for movie fans. The return of Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean 6, a new Transformers movie from Michael Bay, plus future plans for the MCU. All the month's highlights packed into one huge video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Once again, there are plenty of rumors about Pirates of the Caribbean 6. According to the Diz Insider, Jack Sparrow, Will Turner, and Elizabeth Swann are all set to return in the planned reboot or sequel. However, the website doesn't mention who will be cast in these roles. Producer Jerry Bruckheimer has repeatedly confirmed that Pirates of the Caribbean 6 will feature not only a number of new faces, but also some familiar characters from the previous movies. Orlando Bloom has already expressed interest in returning, while Keira Knightley has firmly ruled out any involvement. And Johnny Depp is still waiting for his 1 million alpacas anyway. There's still many unanswered questions surrounding the project. For example, it's unclear who will direct it, and official announcements remain scarce. Insiders expect that Disney won't reveal concrete information about the film until the D23 Expo in the summer of 2026 at the earliest. Until then, much remains speculation. The last two Transformers movies flopped. But according to industry insider Jeff Schneider, they're therefore returning to an old strength. The new Transformers film will once again be directed by Michael Bay. The cult director has already directed 5 movies in the sci-fi series, with worldwide box office takings of around $4.4 billion. Bay is said to have approached Paramount Pictures about a potential return as early as 2024. At the same time, Transformers 1 director Josh Cooley is working on another live-action film as well. There are also several unspecified projects in development, including a possible crossover with G.I. Joe. As of now, it's still unclear when we can expect the new Transformers film from Michael Bay. Thunderbolts and Captain America 4 underperformed at the box office, while things are currently looking more promising for the Fantastic Four. In any case, Marvel president Kevin Feige remains determined. During a recent press conference, he provided a comprehensive update on the future of the MCU. According to him, there's a 7-year plan extending through 2032, including a reboot. Specifically, a reboot of the MCU is planned after Avengers: Secret Wars, with singular timelines expected to be reset. This will create opportunities to recast iconic roles like Iron Man and Captain America, and Feige aims to make this a gradual transition, whatever that may mean. The upcoming X-Men film will likely play a special role in this process. Feige intends to establish the mutants as their own pillar within the MCU, and promises that new actors will definitely be cast for the roles. Feige also had an interesting statement regarding the Avengers' main villain. Reportedly, Marvel parted ways with Kang as the central antagonist earlier than expected. Quote, "Even before what happened to the actor, we had started to realize that Kang wasn't Thanos. There was only one character that could be that, because he was that in the comics for decades and decades. And because of the Fox acquisition, we finally had it, and that's Dr. Doom." The future of the new Blade project with Mahershala Ali, however, remains uncertain. Multiple director changes and creative disagreements have stalled production. The final version is now set to take place in the modern day. Earlier ideas for historical settings have been scrapped. Now, this casts new light on recent reports. Word had spread that the production of Michael B. Jordan's historical horror film Sinners had purchased costumes from the Blade production. Many took this as a sign that the Blade project had definitely been cancelled. But now, according to Kevin Feige at least, it seems more likely that the costumes were simply no longer needed due to the change in setting. Moreover, the MCU won't shy away from exploring darker tones going forward. The gigantic success of Deadpool and Wolverine has opened the door for more mature, hard-hitting productions. We're already looking forward to the planned Punisher special. According to Feige, the anti-hero is also set to appear in the upcoming Spider-Man 4 Brand New Day. Time will tell how this will affect the action in the next blockbuster. Despite the current crises, Feige remains confident that the MCU will continue to be relevant in the coming years. Fewer films, but with a stronger focus on quality and iconic characters. That's the guiding principle. Whether Feige himself will continue to lead Marvel until 2032 remains to be seen. His current contract runs for another 2 years. However, he assures us that he still wants to keep producing big blockbusters for a global audience. We cannot wait to see where the Marvel Cinematic Universe stands by the end of 2027. Will it pull off a major comeback? Or will James Gunn's DCU have taken the lead by then? Feel free to share your thoughts on this thrilling showdown between the two giants in the comments below. This is bound to spark an intense debate. According to Variety, Vin Diesel gave an update on the grand finale of Fast and Furious at Fuel Fest. Reportedly, they're planning to bring back Paul Walker's character Brian O'Connor for Part 11. The character was long one of the flagship figures of the action series, until the actor died in a car accident in 2013. Since then, his character has lived on in the film universe, but has stepped away from the main events. In Part 7, he was bid farewell with the help of Paul's brothers Caleb and Cody and digital effects, a scene that remains one of the emotional high points of the film series for many fans to this day. Now, how exactly Brian O'Connor will be integrated into Fast and Furious 11 is still unclear. It'll likely be a rather small appearance, once again made technically possible by CGI and body doubles. However, whether fans will embrace this decision is another question entirely. Vin Diesel revealed that he gave the studio 3 conditions for the new movie. The story had to take place in Los Angeles, return to the classic street races, and bring back Brian O'Connor. Part 11 is expected to hit theaters in April 2027, though an official release date has yet to be announced. The American Monsterverse has its merits, but in recent years, Japan has also made a striking comeback with spectacular Godzilla films. Shin Godzilla and Godzilla Minus One offer 2 completely different interpretations of the iconic atomic lizard. And now, there's exciting news. Sequels to both movies are in the pipeline. According to a report by Bloomberg, film studio Toho is planning to invest around $1 billion in the franchise over the next 3 years. The goal? To gain a global foothold and further strengthen the Godzilla brand. Now, it's been known for a while that a sequel to Godzilla Minus One is underway, but there are more productions in the works, including a still untitled Southeast Asia project and the second season of Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. Shin Godzilla 2 is also at the top of the list, although an official announcement is still pending. Director Hideaki Anno is currently busy with a new movie based on the sci-fi cult series Space Battleship Yamato. However, co-director Shinji Higuchi would be available for the sequel. What do you think? Are you fans of the Japanese Godzilla films? Or do you lean more towards Team Monsterverse? It's official! Nintendo has cast the lead roles for the upcoming live-action film adaptation of The Legend of Zelda. The actors playing Link and Zelda have been revealed on social media. One of them is Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. He'll portray Link. You might know him as the voice of Pinocchio in the 2022 live-action adaptation, but he was also part of the cast of Netflix's horror series The Haunting of Bly Manor. Link is the main protagonist of Nintendo's The Legend of Zelda video game series. He's a brave young hero who repeatedly sets out on a journey to save the Kingdom of Hyrule, protect Princess Zelda, and defeat evil. Interestingly, he's the most silent in the games. This will likely not be the case in the film version. There was a small surprise regarding the casting of Princess Zelda. Although there was long speculation about Euphoria star Hunter Schafer, another actress will now step into the role of the iconic character, Bo Bragison. The actress is still a relatively unknown name in the acting world. Last year, she appeared in the Disney Plus series Renegade Nell. Zelda creator Shigeru Miyamoto also commented on the casting of the 2 key characters. He said he's very much looking forward to seeing the 2 actors in their new roles. They'll be brought to life by director Wes Ball, known for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and the Maze Runner films. And the screenplay is being penned by Jurassic World writer Derek Connolly. Nothing is known about the exact plot of the movie so far, but the live-action adaptation is scheduled to hit theaters on May 7th, 2027. What do you think of the casting? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. About time! The Batman director and screenwriter Matt Reeves has announced on his social media channels that the script for The Batman 2 is finally done. Production had been continuously delayed due to the lack of a finished screenplay, and the planned release date was significantly pushed back as well. Recently, DC Studios boss James Gunn appealed to fans' patience. After all, good things take time. We can now truly hope that the currently planned theatrical release date of October 1st, 2027 can be met. Filming for the movie is expected to begin in early 2026. Until then, Lead actor Robert Pattinson will be in front of the camera for Denis Villeneuve's Dune 3 Messiah. Alongside Pattinson, Jeffrey Wright and Andy Serkis, Colin Farrell is also returning as the Penguin. But it's still unclear whether Zoe Kravitz will reprise her role as Catwoman. Filming for the Harry Potter series has officially begun. The new trio of heroes was already introduced a while ago. Now we see Harry actor Dominic McLaughlin for the first time in his new role, with his typical Hogwarts school uniform, round glasses, and the iconic scar. We also got the first photo of Nick Frost as Hagrid. The Hogwarts gamekeeper is well known to be one of Harry, Hermione, and Ron's closest allies. And the casting of additional characters has also been announced. Perhaps the most exciting for fans is the reveal of who will play Neville Longbottom. He'll be portrayed by newcomer Rory Wilmot. Harry's cousin Dudley Dursley, in turn, will be played by Amos Kitson, and he too is a newcomer to acting. It's also been announced that wandmaker Ollivander will be played by Anton Lesser this time. Lesser is best known for his role as Qyburn in Game of Thrones, but more recently, he appeared in the acclaimed Star Wars series Andor. Meanwhile, flying instructor Madam Hooch will be played by Louise Brealey. She's best known for her role as Molly Hooper in the popular Sherlock series starring Benedict Cumberbatch. The Harry Potter series will debut in 2027 on HBO and HBO Max. The rumor mill is in overdrive. For years, there's been speculation about a sequel to the popular adventure series National Treasure. Now there's an update from the well-known insider Daniel Rickman. National Treasure 3 is finally said to be in development. Now, Rickman isn't always 100% accurate with his scoops, but the claim that Disney has given the green light for the sequel does seem plausible. The studio has repeatedly expressed interest in bringing the franchise back to the big screen. One of the biggest questions is, will Nicolas Cage return as Benjamin Gates? The Oscar winner has shown some skepticism in the past. As recently as last year, Cage stated that, to his knowledge, there were no plans for a third movie. Instead, Disney had been focused on the Disney Plus series National Treasure: Edge of History, which was canceled after just one season. Producer Jerry Bruckheimer and director John Turteltaub have remained optimistic, however. Both have repeatedly stressed in interviews that they are working on a new script and hope to bring back Nicolas Cage, along with other original cast members. Things are moving quickly now. Only recently, Denis Villeneuve was confirmed as the director for the next 007 film. Now there's first reports about the cast. The British magazine The Sun claims to have learned that the Hollywood star Sydney Sweeney is being considered as the so-called Bond girl. She's reportedly, quote, the top name on the casting sheet for Bond. Moreover, the source says, Denis believes she's hugely talented, as well as having an alluring appeal to younger generations, vital in modernizing the franchise. The actress would be athletic enough for the action scenes of a Bond film. In addition, Sweeney is reportedly friends with both Villeneuve and Amazon boss Jeff Bezos. As is well known, Amazon took creative control of the spy franchise some time ago. Now, no cast member has been officially confirmed so far. Speculation continues to run wild, especially regarding who will succeed Daniel Craig as James Bond. Among the names circulating in the rumor mill are Aaron Taylor Johnson, fan favorite Henry Cavill, and Rebel Ridge actor Aaron Pierre. However, 007 fans can look forward to the new Bond film's casting announcement in the near future. According to insider reports, shooting for the new 007 film is set to begin in 2026. Another reboot is just around the corner. According to the trade magazine Deadline, production company 21 Laps Entertainment is working on a reimagining of Night at the Museum. The new movie is set to tell a completely standalone story. Like the original films, it'll of course take place in a museum, but with entirely new characters. Neither the familiar characters nor the previous lead actors, such as Ben Stiller, will be part of the reboot. The movie is being produced by Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy, who was involved in the original trilogy and directed all 3 movies. The release date for the reboot is still unknown. Judge Dredd was last seen maintaining law and order on the big screen in 2012. Now a new movie is in the pipeline, and none other than Taika Waititi is set to direct. According to The Hollywood Reporter, screenwriter Drew Pearce is joining him. He previously wrote the scripts for The Fall Guy and Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, for example. Waititi and Pearce are connected not only by a long-standing friendship, but also by a shared passion: Both are fans of the original comic from the 1970s. Dredd is a relentless enforcer of the law in a dystopian megacity, acting as judge, jury, and executioner all in one. A scathing satire of an overbearing justice system. This will be the third film adaptation, following the 90s movies starring Sylvester Stallone and the 2012 Dredd with Karl Urban. Waititi's version aims to stay closer to the original comic, focusing on black humor, violence, and its relevance to modern society. The plan is to create a science fiction blockbuster that could kick off a larger Dredd universe, with movies and series across multiple platforms. It's still unknown who will take on the iconic role this time. Now it's your turn. What was the best news of the month for you? And was there any special news that we missed? Share it with us and the others in the comments. We wish you a great start to the month of August. Your KinoCheck team.